Shoot the front one. Shoot the front one.
Nice shot. Just stopping in the shade here to take a little break, a little energy break. Got some beef jerky and dried mango slices. Should keep me going. I'm just only about a mile and a half in. About a mile and a half in on the north loop up to the left there. And dropped my map out of my pocket. Out of my back pocket at about 3/4 of a mile, and had to backtrack, unfortunately, to almost the start of the trek again. I didn't realize how far I dropped it, but I didn't want to stop and give up on the search, because it's always nice to have a map out here. Not all the trails are marked perfectly, and there are some spots out here at Seabranch where you know, you might get a little bit confused about where you are. Marked well here, but I can tell you that you know, once you get a little bit further out on the probably about 60 to 70% through the north loop, you get into the swampy kind of edge of the mangroves territory, and that becomes a little bit harder to find your way. But I'll show you that part when I get there. It's about 2:45 right now. Started the trek at 2, but as I mentioned, I'm only about a mile and a quarter because I had to backtrack about 3/4 of a mile and then come back up that 3/4 of a mile. So I've already walked, I think, about oh, I don't know off the top of my head, what's that? Almost 3 miles probably. Maybe 2.5. I've been walking for about 45 to 50 minutes. So, alright guys, we'll keep going, and I'll keep you up to date. Walking at about a medium pace. I wouldn't guess any faster than, say, 2 miles per hour. But, you know, I'm hoping to be done by 5:30. So, I'll check back. Getting out to access road here. Still on North Loop Trail. Just came out of some thick, some real thick stuff back there, but coming out to sort of a clearing here. Way in the back is where the mangroves are. You can kind of see some of the lush palm growth back there, and basically the trail heads right over that way and then runs along the mangroves. So I'll tape that when I get there. That should be pretty soon. It's been a half an hour since my last break. And still got a ways to go. Right. Well, needless to say, it's a beautiful day. A couple clouds in the sky, but it's about, I'd say it's about 82 out here. 82 degrees, not bad for a March day. Wind is gusting about 10 to 12 miles per hour, which feels really good out here because when you're in all that thicket, you really don't get the breeze, so you can probably hear it on the camera. Feels pretty good right now. Alright, well, I'd still consider this scrub, I guess, but definitely over in the right on the edge of the mangroves, which are right now I'm headed east, about southeast, give or take. So the mangroves should pretty much be straight ahead, but again, I don't think I'll be able to get a view of them. Just walked through some pretty heavy stuff back there. Actually, it was about 6 inches deep worth of mud back there that I had to kind of finagle through without getting my feet completely drenched. So, alright, this is another access road. Kind of see we're pretty remote now. It takes you to the exit apparently. You know, I think there was like a pig trap back there last time I went back there. I want to go check that out real quick. Wonder if that's still there. Nope, looks like they picked it up. Yeah, I remember that trap was definitely right here. Let's see where it's all rooted up. They got a really bad feral pig problem in here. Unfortunately, anybody who knows who's watching this and knows about the scrubs in Florida, it's really probably the most endangered ecological territory. What happens is the pigs come through. They're an invasive species, an alien species, because they are not originally from here. They're from, basically what they are is they're a mixed breed between a domestic U.S. pig and a Spanish wild boar. Spanish brought pigs over here on their ships when they came over, and in turn those ended up, or actually I believe they purposely mated them with the domestic pigs to get a feral pig for food purposes. Kind of a wild range version of a domestic pig is what I think they were trying to accomplish. I guess what they didn't know is that those pigs are completely out of control here. It's a perfect environment for them, but they don't belong. So what happens is they end up eating pretty much everything, which wouldn't normally be eaten if they hadn't been brought over. So what they do is they trap them in here and relocate them. You know, some of the stuff that they eat are just, you know, basic stuff like eggs. One of the worst things they do is they eat sea turtle eggs, which, you know, are extremely endangered. You know, this isn't farmland, but they do root up a lot of the plants in here that are, you know, endangered. And looks like we got some. Looks like we might have some pig tracks right there. Looks like something was rooting it up right there. Well, I think if we're gonna see a pig, this will be the spot to see one. But anyway, as I was saying, they trap them in here and relocate them to a different area. That's what they say they do. After talking to one of the rangers around here, they suspect that apparently knowing the guys that actually do the trapping, that those guys most likely eat the pigs after they trap them. I don't know where they'd relocate them anyway. I mean, they're really a problem everywhere. Anyway, headed pretty much, let's see, I believe we're headed due south here, along the mangroves. Alright, as I suspected, heading due south along the intracoastal waterway, which is probably about a mile to my left. I should say a mile to my west. Or a mile to my east, that is. Alright, as you can see, I'm in the really thick stuff now. Nice and cool in here, but if I were going to see a snake, I'd say it'd be here. And if I were a pig, I'd probably come in here too, because it's nice and cool, hottest part of the day. But pigs shouldn't really bother you unless you are, unless you really spring up on them, and they're with your young, per se. That's the only reason that they would really get protective, and that would pretty much have to be a sow. Then again, if you came across a boar, I think they'd just come at you if they wanted to, if they felt like you were going to do harm to them or impede on their territory, feeding territory or whatever. Opening up a little bit.